What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Road Monster here coming at you. Thanks for stopping in. We're gonna do another beach update video today. Today we're gonna hit Playa Centro, and then we're going to hit some of the lesser known beaches just to the south of the ferry terminal and see what those are looking like. It's been a couple months since I've been down there, so we'll go on this trip together and see what they look like. Also, thank you guys who voted on which Mexican beer I should be drinking in the next beach update video. The votes are in. 60% of you say Modelo Especial. Salud. And thank you to those of you who voted. To those of you who have not yet voted, don't worry, there's no expiration on it. So at any given time, before I do one of these beach updates, whichever one is in the lead, I will drink that beer. And remember, you can select other and put in anything you want in the comments. It could be some really crappy beer like Indio or Montejo. Doesn't matter. If it wins, I have to drink it. And so let's go check out these beaches, guys. Without further ado, I'm excited. Hopefully we find a gem today. Hopefully there's not too much sargasso or erosion. But you know, the only way to really find out is go check it out. So let's do it. Thanks for coming along. Salud. Boom. So guys, I'm using kind of a lesser known entrance down here by La Vaquita on 12th Street. Just up there is 5th Avenue, and I'm down here on 12th, and there's this narrow secret little walkway. And so I'm gonna start the video right over here and then work my way south to Playa Centro, which is just down the way. And the weather's been a little bit bipolar today, guys. It was dumping rain actually when I left the house, but I just had a feeling that I should load up my gimbal and go for a walk anyway and see what things were looking like. So far, there's a mountain of sargasso first off right here. And let's see how bad the erosion is. Let's see if I can get through this way. Yeah, okay. Looks like I can get through here. So we wrapped up last video, guys. You may recognize these buildings here. And this little pier right here is Constituyentes. We wrapped up the last video there, and that was a beautiful spot right where that palm tree is in the end of the pier. That was the hidden gem of the last video. If you haven't checked that one out, definitely go check it out. And as you saw in that video, Mamitas was a disaster. It was pretty much gone, eroded. So yeah, a lot of this beach right here is also very narrow. Oh man, yeah. You can see mountains of sargasso here. So I'm gonna walk fairly quick because this is not looking beautiful. And it seems to me that these businesses right here are really struggling because of it. Look at the lounge chairs are right up to the sargasso. That's just not appealing, and for good reason. There's no one sitting in those lounge chairs. Why would you pay top dollar for that when you can go find a better beach and just buy your own beer, make your own drinks? There's Anna. Hey, what's up? So still beautiful, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm definitely not complaining, but there's just not much beach here. We're now, this is the 10th Avenue entrance. Some of you may recognize this area, but it's almost unrecognizable. I remember when I first got down here this time around in November, I was actually doing sprints along this beach. And I remember being quite a ways away from this wall here and doing sprints right through this. And now there's really no beach to be doing sprints on. So we're about to get to the meat of the heart of Playa Centro up here. And it looks like there's quite a few people out and there's a decent amount of beach there. So let's go check that out. Stairs to nothing, stairs to nowhere. I mean, I guess they could be shelves if you're wanting a place to set your beer down. So once again, you know, you didn't used to have to get wet to walk down here. So there are some erosion issues. I mean, look at the roots of these poor palm trees, completely exposed. Oh, yeah. So even that walkway, there is completely eroded. There used to be like a solid bit of sand there to walk down. All right, so we're back on dry land here. Quite a bit of sargasso in the water here, guys. No way to sugarcoat that. Let's see if we get down here a little bit farther, if that clears up a little bit. And like I said, you just don't know unless you come down here and check it out. So I'm doing that for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the content and appreciate my efforts. If so, smash the like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. It really does mean the world to me. Hopefully this content saves you guys time, energy, and saves you from some disappointment. If you know where to go without having to spend your day looking around for it, you know, all the better. So if you guys haven't checked me out over on Instagram, Instagram is @theropemonster. I filmed a reel right here when I first got into town on that wooden dock, and it was absolutely beautiful here. And so you can see in that Instagram reel, if you go back to November of 2023 on my Instagram, you can see what it looks like here in November, December. I was doing quite a bit of IG content, and that's definitely the preferred time to come down here. No doubt about it, but I have been pleasantly surprised at how good the weather's been lately. It's still holding out nicely, but I did want to give an update on that as well. So if you look at the weather forecast right now for Playa del Carmen, you see rain. You see 40 to 70% chance of rain every single day for the next, I think, week or 10 days. But the nature of that doesn't mean it's gonna rain all day. We had a pretty heavy shower that lasted 20 minutes today. And then the sun came out again super strong. And then now we've got just a little bit of cloud cover. Again, as you can see there, blocking the sun, unfortunately. But that's sort of good for me. I'm a little sunburned. I've been out playing volleyball. I was out again yesterday playing doubles. So you learn to take the cloudy days and actually enjoy them when you live here. But yeah, this is plenty ample, this beach here. The sand is soft. They've got volleyball set up. Let's get a little closer to the water, see what the sargasso is looking like. This guy's got a Victoria here. He doesn't seem to be bothered by the sargasso. He's happy. Victoria. That was one of the options, you guys. I'm surprised Victoria didn't get any votes. I think Seoul got a vote. Someone wanted me to drink a craft beer. And then Modelo was the winner, which I appreciate. I was kind of craving a Modelo, something different. So yeah, actually guys, the amount of sargasso in the water at this very moment is not atrocious. And the beach is at least here. I've seen Playa Centro when there's very little beach. So this is looking pretty good. He's got the Modelo Especial también. Ana just says salud. Ana's making me jealous. She's got my caguamon. Salud, compadre. She's got the caguamon today. She's like, I like that one. It tastes like apple juice. And I was like, yeah. So she gets to drink my favorite today. And you guys, she's loving it too. And you guys got me drinking the Modelo Especial. Also not bad. All right guys, so we're almost to the ferry terminal, as you can see, and I will show a little bit more here of Playa Centro, but I think you get the idea. Plenty of space, and at least tolerable. You can see quite a few people are swimming. I wish the sun stuck out a little longer as far as the lighting, but that's the nature going into low season, going into rainy season. We're gonna have a lot more rainy days and storms that can last 2 or 3 hours or even more. So now we're right in line, guys, with the main square. And you can see the Volleyball up there. Those guys are just about to jump. All the best to them on their flight. Salud. Gracias. Mira, tiene el bows. Uh-huh. Oh, for sure. Salud. El caguamón. Claro. Que le vaya bien. Tú sabes. She's like, no mames. The white guy knows, the gringo knows. Oh yeah, I've been around a few caguamones in my day. If only she knew. All right, guys. So the voladores are spinning, meaning they're about to jump. I'm not spinning just yet. This is my first beer of the day. So yeah, this part here has eroded quite a bit. So usually there's quite a bit more beach right here in front of this restaurant. If you go way back and get in the way back machine on my channel and go back to late February, there's an upload I did called Playa Centro, Is It Worth the Hype? And in that video, if you go back and check that out, you can see that there's quite a bit of beach in front of this place, and they even had stages. They had a live band playing. So this is totally different looking, and you can see quite a bit of sargasso as well in the water right there. So Playa Centro is kind of getting a check for me, but that's about it. If you just want to come, you know, do some day drinking or picnic on the beach back where I was just shooting, you can do that. But don't expect it to look like it did in that video I filmed in February, because look at this drop off, guys. Look at this cliff of sand where it's just gone. This was all beach out here before. So want to, you know, save you guys from any disappointment. If you're coming to Playa Centro, and where I'm at to give you guys reference is right behind the famous Playa del Carmen sign. I think you can see it there, guys. So that gives you an idea of where I am, because this is almost unrecognizable. All right, so now we're gonna walk past the pier and go check out, let's go check out those other beaches where the Argentinians like to party and drink Red Bull vodka. All right, guys, so we're cutting through by Senor Frogs here. Always one of the noisiest daytime spots with nobody in there. All right, terrible. So totally different perspective. Salud. La jefa tiene el caguamón. All right. So totally different perspective, at least down here. You get some unique views. It's a different feel, instantly different vibe. You've got like these resorts, condos, and then these tiny little private beaches. And we're gonna check out 3 of them and see what's happening over there, if there's any partying going on, any good swimming, any spots with no sargasso. It kind of looks like there's a spot up there with less sargasso at least. So guys, pro tip, I don't usually like to swim too close to the ferry terminal because you get a lot of diesel exhaust. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't really come to the beach to breathe diesel exhaust. I really like my fresh air. So far, guys, if you checked out the last beach update, I would say those beaches win other than Mamitas, but Playa Constituyentes North, Playa Constituyentes South, Playa 38, all 3 of those look better than Playa Centro, and they look better than this beach to the south of the ferry terminal. Gotta be honest. And you know what? You can't win them all. This is pretty ugly, guys. But hopefully I saved you a trip down here to these beaches, and you can just go straight to the better beaches. I'd say even Playa Colosio is looking a little better than Playa Centro. I'll do a video there next. That will be the next beach update. And then I will go as far south as Playa Car, see what those ones are looking like. And for those of you who don't know, this is the route to get all the way down to those beaches in secret spots of Playa del Carmen Part 1. For those of you who have seen that video, it's 4 kilometers at least to the south of here. But this is where the journey starts, is from the ferry terminal. So let's press on a little bit and see if we can just hold out for that hidden gem. You guys may remember from the last beach update that the hidden gem of the day, I didn't find it till the very end of the video. And sometimes it pays to just press on a little bit more, until you find that sweet spot. So a lot of times there's people hanging out on these little beaches here, doing yoga, drinking, sometimes both at the same time. But these little beaches have become more little. That's the entirety of that beach right now. So maybe room for an umbrella and a couple lawn chairs and a Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, quite a bit of erosion here too. You can see the sheer drop coming up here. yeah, you can see how this just, I'm sure that comes through in the video, how it just drops off a ledge. Salud. So we still have one person there drinking a Victoria. That was a Victoria, believe it or not, that she had. But I don't know if you guys know this, they have these new flavored Victorias. I think they just call them Vickies. And they've got like mango and other flavors. But I think they're only like 2-point-something% alcohol. So maybe good for like if you have a little hangover, just very light. Salud, provecho. Just a very light beverage is what she had there. All right, all right. This looks kind of cool. There's at least not much sargasso in the water at the moment down here. But you know what? I can still smell the diesel exhaust from these ferries, and I don't like it. So let's keep going south. Press on. So at least there's still some beach here. Salud. You gotta have a beer when you're doing beach walks. How else would you cheers everyone? Oh wow, okay. So the erosion is way more severe than usual here. So for those of you who know about walking to Playa Car, a lot of the beach access from town is private. You can't just go through there and get there via the streets. You have to walk along the beach, and the problem with that is what you're about to see here. This is completely, I mean, usually you have to get wet, but this is next level. I mean, you can see some foundation here that you don't usually see. And I'm not 100% sure I want to walk through that. I mean, that's quite a bit deeper and more turbulent than usual. I will, however, start a video a couple videos from now on another beach update down there, but I'll have all my stuff in my dry bag to get past all this. But, you know, for those of you with families, kids, are you really gonna wanna walk through all of that right there to get down there? That's the question. And I'm with Anna right now. She's doing some work on that Caguaman, and she doesn't really drink very frequently, so, you know, doesn't really seem like a good time to be wading through and getting soaking wet. She doesn't have her phone in a dry bag either. And you can see this is intense, guys. I've never seen all of this exposed. So these stairs, if you can believe it, used to come right down to beach. And now it comes down to this tiny little makeshift foundation that they've done. And there's and there is no beach here. All right, there you have it, guys. You win some, you lose some. Really no hidden gems today. Still decent beaches. Playa Centro is probably the most worthwhile one to visit right now from this video. But I would say just go to Playa 38, which we covered last video, and Playa Constituyente South. I think those are both great options. Definitely better than anything we saw today. Hopefully I saved you guys some time and some disappointment. If you like the content, please drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully in the next one we find a gem, find a really crystal clear spot with no sargasso. That's always the dream. Thank you guys for stopping in. Rope Monster out. Salud.